Well, my name is Isaac Kibwage. I'm the Vice Chancellor at Egerton University. Let me just give a short history that Egerton is the oldest institution of higher learning, having been started way back in 1939 as a school for farmers. And it has evolved over the time until now it is a comprehensive university. When you come to our stand at the show, there are a number of things you'll do. Let me start. The first one is to see the degree programs that we offer, both that are focused on agriculture and for the others which support our country in terms of human resource development. In terms of agriculture, you will be able to see advances that research has brought into the field. You will see new technology, new equipment that is being fabricated at the university. You will see different ways of growing foodstuffs. These are all towards the supporting the food security and the nutrition. You'll also see some of the value addition. So there'll be products there that have been developed from our own produce, which then are ready for the market. And the many other things that I cannot tell all of them here. Ours is to do research that deals with the issues of food security and nutrition. For example, we do research into say beans or maize that is best for reduced rain, because we are seeing challenges with reduced rain, so that we are able to have early maturing and harvesting of maize. We are doing beans which are for semi-arid areas, so that our communities which are there are also able to do that. We do groundnuts for places like Turkana, which have been uptaken by the community to put money in the pocket. But we are also training people through our extension, so that the research we have is not just retained in the university, but the communities come to see what we are doing. We go there and talk to them. So generally, we are actually contributing towards knowledge adaptation within the community that improves their way of looking at agriculture, so that we are able to increase production to support our country. You know, there is no country which is sovereign if they cannot feed themselves. So we want to make sure that Kenya is able to feed itself, so that indeed our country then will be able to be food secure. Let me say that our young people are our most of our visitors are actually the young people, and they want to see what is going on. They want to see how this is done, such that it is growing like this. And what they will see there, it is both from how the plants are prepared up to the yield, up to the value addition of the produce which has been prepared now as the final product to be consumed. And they ask many questions, and there'll be experts there for the various sections to address them. Let me give you an example where you are standing. This is how we are trying to support the introduction of the 4K clubs. Actually, if you look, these are from various schools who we gave land so they can come and start practicing that. Because if you look at 10 meters by 10 meters, you can actually feed your family for a number of months. So they will also see that one on site. But more importantly, how we increase yield from what they know to now bigger yields. Well, first of all, is we have academic programs which are reviewed. We review them periodically, and definitely within 4 years they must be reviewed. And when we review them, we are looking at what is expected in the field, which skills do the graduates need to have before they exit. So we engage the industry, we engage the alumni, we engage various stakeholders when we are reviewing to give comments, so that these are all synthesized and included in the review program. So mostly what we are trying to do is to have now programs which are accepted by the industry, that they have the skills and which is required. So they don't go there and say, oh, we don't have this, your people don't have this. No. Egerton, we are making sure that the skills requirement in industries are being clearly embedded in the learning process. Prospective students are just being placed now. There is the undergraduates, which are placed by Kenya universities and colleges, central placement services, that's SCOOPs, and they will actually be launching it here in the first week of July in Egerton. So that is for all who have been placed in universities in Kenya, both public and private. But we also have openings for masters, those who want to specialize, PhD. Those programs are there and they are always open. We are always admitting students, not only from Kenya, but even from the other countries, from East Africa, even from West Africa and South Africa. Being a university, the first thing you always remember is you have to collaborate. And we have a very strong collaboration base. We collaborate locally with the farmers. Let me start from there. Then we collaborate with other universities when we are having research agendas that must be delivered by multi institutions. We also have collaboration with the international universities. Well, your universities are international, but other universities outside Kenya. And that is routine issues of research. They don't just depend on only one university. You know, we have the issue of climate change. And remember, our core business is agriculture and how we contribute to food security. So we are having research on climate smart farming. How can we direct farming with all these changes in climate to continue getting enough food for our country? So that is there. We also do research in value addition. Value addition is, if we have, say, as an example, we have potatoes, Irish potatoes. What can we do from that Irish potato? Which products can we have? That's what we call the value chain. And so we have beans. Remember I talked about beans. We have groundnuts. So we are also developing machinery, local fabricated equipment that helps the farmer to maximally manage their yields by using winnowing machines, threshing machines, those kind of equipment. And these are actually in the show. Those who will come will be able to see them. First of all, you know, Nakuru show is on its own class. You know, it is the agricultural show really of the country, and you are all welcome to the show. And more important, you are welcome to Egerton University stand, where you will be able to see what we are doing in terms of research, what we are doing in terms of collaboration, what we are doing in terms of agro-business. And you'll also be able to get seedlings for some of our plants which may be of interest to you. So don't miss to come to the Egerton University stand.